people all around you.
Hello and welcome to another of my pick a card reading. So this pick a card reading is gonna be short ones. It's about your situation, whatever your situation is, and advice from your spirit team on your situation. So there's 4 piles to choose from for washi tapes. The first pile is this washi tape, this beautiful kind of green flower washi tape. The second one is this very spring floral cottage-core washi tape. The third pile is this line washi tape, straight lines. And the fourth pile is this polka dot washi tape. I am obsessed with washi tapes, and yeah. So pick whatever pile you are drawn to, and please remember this is only a general reading. If the message doesn't resonate, please don't take it. And of course, at the end of each pile, I'm gonna give you my original poem to go with the reading. And yeah, thank you for listening. Let's go. Hello, pile 1, whoever chooses this washi tapes, the cute spring flower. So today reading is about your situation and advice from your spirit guide for your situation. What do they have to say, or what do you need help with? So I already shuffled the cards. The card representing your situation, pile 1, is the Chariot, and the advice oracle for your situation is number 4, Wisdom, asking question, and number 2, lights attract lights. Lights attract light. If you long for more love, be more loving. So your situation is represented by the Chariot. That's a major arcana. And in this particular deck, the Star Internal, the Chariot talk about the power is transport the offspring of the vulture, that is 2 in 1. I feel like there's a Cancer sign here, so Cancer might be significant to you. Pile 1, your situation, I feel like it's about the word integration come to mind, going ahead with integration. So there's so many ways that could be happening, as in you might be integrating a new version of you right now, new side of you, or you might be integrating your feminine side and your masculine side inside of you, as well as shadow integration. You might, pile 1, if you have been consistently or hardworking on your shadow work, I feel like the situation you're in right now is trying to integrate your shadows, trying to integrate every aspect of ourselves whole and accept us for who we are, the good and bad. And with the Wisdom, I feel like you're gonna go ahead and do this, apply the wisdom that you learned from your journey. With your situation, I feel like right now, pile 1, as you're integrating every aspect of you, the divine, divinity in you into the human part of you, like combining, integrating every essence in you, I feel like it's a good time for you to birth new life. For some of you, you can literally be like birthing something, a human. But for most of you, I feel like if you are birthing projects, new business, launching products, I feel like the advice here is that it's just not really advice, it's just like comment, like good job on applying past wisdom to this new one. It reminds me of situation, something like for example, if you're like a business person and you want to launch a product, right? And you did it before, but the first time you're like inexperienced and it's like your first time ever launching a product, so there's so many things that you could have done better, or so many things that you have just learned for the first time, and the launch wasn't perfect because it's the first time ever. So this time I feel like if this is the second or third time, this is just an example, you're launching something, your spirit guide advice just want to tell you that they're proud of you for integrating the knowledge of the past into this one. As in, we learned that the first time you need more of that, and the second time we learned that we should do more of this. So the third time we're integrating what we learned, so that this launch, that's just an example, that it's gonna be and combining of the two launch, and it's gonna be way better. So yeah, by one from the card, whatever your situation is, starting a new business, launching products, or like just integrating parts of you that you have hidden, integrating your shadow self, becoming whole. It's reminding me of soul retrieval, or calling back all your power and embodying the fullest version of you. And when you are embodying the whole or fullest version of you, anything you do or touch and learned will be exactly as you vision it, because you have every aspect and every part of you working together now. So everything you want to create is, you could even say, completed, perfect. And everything you want to do is a success, because there isn't any inner conflict inside of you to go against that. So for example, maybe in the past your heart want to do something, but your mind might have be against it, like conflicts. Like for example, your heart want to go toward this path, but your mind might convince you that it's dangerous, or we shouldn't be doing it. So mind and heart might have been in conflict there. But in your situation right now, your mind, heart, spirit is in alignment, and the spirit advice is giving you a green light to actually go for it, whatever it is. Like I mentioned, starting a new business, even joining a new community, stepping into that new version of you that you're been preparing, and become something that you always seek. So what I mean is that, for example, in the past you might been seeking for fulfillment, or like partnership or relationship, friendship or romantic, to feel reciprocal, like toward that love. But in this situation, I feel like you have realized that like attract like. If you long for more love, be more loving. So in order to get what you want, by one, you have realized that you have to become what you want. You have to embody that. So if you want abundance, you have to become it from inside. If you want love, you are itself love. You are embodying that love yourself, and you can do it in a fullest capacity now. I feel like with the shirt, you can integrate your past experiences and become your desire fully. So like for example, in the past you might want love, a loving relationship. And you might seek it with other people externally, but in your situation right now, Paiwan, you are so advanced in terms of if you want love, you exude it, you are it, and you're able to become love because of your past experience and what you learn. You might learn a lot from past experience, what love isn't, what is the opposite of love. So now that when you learn what love isn't or what is the opposite of love, right now you can integrate what you learn, what is actually love feel like. Love feel simple, easy, and personally, definition of love for me is acceptance, and you can accept yourself to the fullest. And I feel like that's gonna attract a lot of that into your life. I feel like with the number 2, you're gonna attract a lot of reciprocal, loving relationship that you always seek, that fulfillment, that true, honest friendship or even romantic partner that you always wanted, because you know what you want now, so you become what you want. And yeah, likes attract likes. With the number 4, I feel like your lesson, your past lesson, your wisdom that you have learned, I would say in the past 7 years, even Taiwan, is fully integrated into you now. So every move you make, every decision you go for is not from inexperience or naivety, you could even say, because Taiwan, you're so wise. So like I said, every decision you're going for, like if you're going to start a business, you're not starting from scratch. You actually learn so much already. There's such an infinite wisdom inside you that, so if you make a move, if you make your move, it's going to be from experience, it's going to be from wisdom and inner knowing, as well as inner confidence that you might not possess before. So like I said, whatever you're gonna go ahead on, your business, you're moving, your new job, your new version of you, your new life, it's not gonna come from a place of lack or seeking, but it's gonna come from a place of knowing that I already am what I want. And that's gonna make so much difference. So yeah, so by 1, with the Chariot as a major arcana, your situation is very significant, and just an overall from your spirit guides, the advice is just whatever you're going for, they're giving you the green light, they're encouraging you to go ahead with the Chariot as well, and they're giving you the blessing, and they're also telling you to be more confident, because like I mentioned, whatever you're going for, it's like it's not your first rodeo. You know what I mean? It's like it's not your first time. You actually been practicing, been learning, been integrating whatever you learned. So whatever you're going for will definitely be a success. Okay, part 1. Next, I'm gonna give you an original poetry written by me. This poem is number 169, and it's called Shadow Integration. Okay, and I'm dancing with my shadows. She took my extended hand, and we played together in the sandbox. I said, "Why are you shunned?" And she said, she doesn't know why. People just doesn't love her. And I look at my shadow self and declare, I love you. I love every part of you. And whoever said those mean things to you, forgive them and forgive me. Now we exist together as a balance, as a team. There is no me without you, and you without me. We are the moon and the sun. Together we are one. And the key to integration is my own heart acceptance. So that was my original poetry, Shadow Integration. I feel like in your situation right now, Paiwan, is you are integrating every part of you, and And like I mentioned, every move you take next going to be one with all of you here, all of your soul, all of your power here to move forward, and that will make so much a difference than before. So yeah, that's it, Pi 1. That was my original poetry. If you want to read more of my original poetry, you can follow my Instagram below, and I hope this is helpful. I hope this is resonate in some way. If it does, please don't forget to subscribe or comment. Let me know. Thank you so much, Pi 1, for being here. Bye bye. Hello, Pi 2. Whoever choose this beautiful floral washi tapes. So today reading is about your situation, whatever your situation is, and advice from your spirit guide. Let's see what they have to say. And a card representing your situation is 10 of Cups. I don't think I can show this card because of the imagery, but you got the 10 of Cups for your situation. And the advice is dominance, believing in yourself, number 2. And 8, legacy, persistence. As well as number 19, express love to give a small token of love can convey great appreciation. Wow. Number 8, 9, 10 might be significant to you. And so your situation is represented by the 10 of Cups. Wow, I feel like by 2, you are in a great place. I feel like the situation you're asking about is not negative at all. I feel like you're in a very positive, fulfilling position or situation. And if you want assurance, there is nothing wrong. Like there isn't such a thing as perfect condition, but I feel like you're in a place right now within yourself and maybe in your environment, by 2, that you would consider to be perfect, consider to be content. I mean, why would you want advice for that situation? But I feel like more of I feel like in your situation you might want more of assurance and confirmation that it's okay for you to be there. It's okay for you to bath in your hard work, bath in your position, because if you like, one thing that you might have worked hard on, by 2, is your confidence and your self-esteem, as well as your self-worth. I feel like you have been persistently with the number 8 legacy, working so hard on your self-love journey. And it's remind me of this Instagram post, Instagram reel that I just saw last night. This girl was talking about, like, she was saying, like, if you are trying to love yourself, it's evident that you already do, because what you think the trying part is for. So it's like that. And I feel like you should be so proud of yourself and so happy with yourself and your work, by 2, because you did work so hard to be in a state where you can completely say that I have loved myself, I am accepting of myself, and I am surrendering to the past as well as what there will be. And it's such an enlightenment state, I would say, empowering state. So I feel like there isn't any specific advice for your situation, but more of advice for just keep being you. The overall advice from your spirit team is just keep being you, keep doing you, and keep being empowering. I feel like you might have been in a lot of situations that you could even say take your power away or make you feel powerless as well as hopeless, but it's just an illusion. Our power, or our word for that matter, it never goes away. it never leaves us. It's always here within us. It's just a matter of, are you tap into that or not? Like, you always are powerful by two, and I feel like in the state situation you in now, you know that. So anywhere you go, anything that's happened or gonna happen, this fact, this revelation will always be within you to tap into. Like, I am always powerful. I can always be empowered or make an empowering choices for me. And I feel like the state that you're in right now will open a lot of doors for you, because I feel like you know what you deserve now. You know not to settle now, as in you won't accept anything less but happiness, you could even say, but fulfillment. It's like you're not gonna take half reward, you could say, half effort anymore from people or even yourself. You're gonna demand the whole batch, like the whole 100. It's like the situation you're in now is like all or nothing type of mentality. It's depends on situation for this kind of mindset, but for you specifically, part two, I think this kind of mindset really does go with you. So if you're doing something right now, it's all for nothing, or nothing for you. The advice is just to put full focus on what you're doing, on the thing that you feel happy and passionate about, the thing that feel fulfilling. Like, for example, if in your situation right now you feel fulfilling with filming YouTube, filming vlogs, like creating content, and you love it, and you'll feel, wow, I feel very fulfilled with this. It's just an example, it could be anything. Whatever that make you feel good when you're doing it, your spirit guide advice is just to telling you to go full force, to telling you to give that full focus to your joy, to your fulfillment. Give it the 100% it deserves. Give it the mentality of all or nothing. Give it the consistency it deserves. And don't be discouraged or distracted by things that doesn't really matter. Have confidence, and if you lose your confidence while you are doing what you're doing, if doubt creeps in, just remember that the joy itself, remember the joy itself of doing that thing. It could be anything, but I feel like with the 10 of Cups, you are doing something that you love, something that that you feel like you can take your time, or you feel like you're serving or fulfilling some type of purpose. So that's gonna be different for each of you, but whatever that is, the advice is just to keep going and to keep consistently doing that. I feel like prioritize that instead of think that you feel like you have to do or what you should do. And because I feel like there's so many ways to feed yourself. We eat food to feed our body, but we do things we love, things that fulfill us to feed our soul. And your advice is to keep feeding your soul right now, because I feel like that's what you need right now, I do. And with the number 19, number 2 again, so 22 might be significant to you. You might be 22 as well, that's just someone out there. 19, express love through gifts. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. And I feel like whatever you're doing, gifts as in invest in what you are doing. So there's so many types of situations, but specifically for you, I too decide of situation making me think of this. Just an example, like I mentioned, YouTube, like you're filming your content, your vlog, and you love it. This is what you love to do. And with this advice card is your spirit guide is advising you to invest in what you love to do. So with that YouTube example, if you need a new camera, invest in it. If you need a new lighting, I guess, invest in tools for the thing that you love to do as a gift to yourself. Another example could be like you love painting and it feels fulfilling, it feels amazing, it feels peaceful to you to paint. So invest in quality paint, invest in brushes, and it's like a gift to yourself to do what you love. And it's not like it's not a situation where you like, oh, I need expensive camera to start my YouTube. If I don't have that, then I won't start. It's not that type of situation at all. I feel like with your situation, but I feel like you're already doing what you love. It's just a matter of upgrading what you do, upgrading your tool, upgrading your equipment, and you're gonna use it anyway. As in, with that example of painting and quality paint, as in like you've been painting, and if you invest and buy quality paint for yourself, you're definitely gonna use it. So your spirit guide advice is just to invest in the tool equipment that you love, that you are actually using. Because I feel like if you feel like, oh, that's a waste of money, what I'm doing is not important enough to invest in it, I feel like it is important because it's giving you joy and it's giving you fulfillment. So that's just advice from your spirit guide, and they would just want to tell you, Pi 2, that what you're doing is very, very important because of how you feel while you're doing it, of how it makes you feel. And it's just for you. If you like what you're doing, it's going to be important for the world as well. Like the number 8, legacy. It might even leave legacy. I feel like a lot of people will love what you do, whatever that is. Like I mentioned, even YouTube vlogs, painting, a lot of people will admire your works, and they just want you to keep being consistent about it. Because not in a pressuring way, like, oh, I need to vlog and post every day. It's not like that at all. It's just more of like I mentioned, consistently feeding your soul. It's like, you know, as a human, we have to eat 3 square meal a day, and sometimes we don't want to eat, or sometimes it's just like it's a hassle to make food and eat 3 times a day. That's like too much work, but we still have to do it because that's what our body needs. It's the same with what you're doing, because it's like feeding your soul, and we have to do it consistently because your soul do need feeding on fulfillment, on joy, on happiness. So yeah, you're doing a great job, Pi 2. Keep doing what you're doing, keep believing in yourself. When doubt creeps in, just remember that joy that you feel when you're doing what you love. Yeah, and keep it simple and easy, and focus, as in don't let anything distract you from what you're doing as well. Okay, Pi 2, I'm gonna give you an original poetry written by me. So you got number 123. This poem is called Sorrow to Joy, and I already posted in my Instagram below if you want to check it out. So, sorrow to joy. This big transition came to a revelation. Firstly, we change our belief, reevaluate our wants and our needs. What makes us happy? Who values are we following? Who we are without the things we do? Strip away all the unnecessary. Let go of pointless worries to truly turn joyful. First, we shifted our energy. In this new me, being joyful is very easy. Yeah. I feel like you're such a happy person, Pi 2, happy soul. It's easy to make you happy. It requires nothing much at all. The blue sky, good weather, beautiful flowers, animals can make you so happy, Pi 2. It's not difficult at all to make you feel satisfied and content. So yeah, and that's just the perspective shift needed. It doesn't require much. It doesn't require much to make us happy, if only we are willing. And yeah, Pi 2, that's it for your situation and the advice from your spirit guide. I hope this is helpful in any way. I hope this is resonate. So if it does, please don't forget to give a like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, that's it, Pi 2. Thank you for being here. Bye bye. Hello, Pi 3. Whoever chooses this washi tape, this line washi tape. So this reading is about your situation and advice on your situation from your spirit team. So I already pulled the cards. The cards representing your situation is represented by the Ace of Cups. And the advice from your spirit team is this oracle, Dragon Oracle number 5 space. And number 26, new love. Embrace an opportunity for love in your work prospect or for spiritual growth. This new love card is reminding me of the Ace of Cups, because the Ace of Cups is about renewal. It's about rekindling the flame, you could say. So I feel like pie tree, your situation is I feel like there's gonna be a new opportunity coming to you. I would incline to say in the job prospect, in the career area, or there's going to be an opportunity for you, pie tree, to create a space for your career. Create your own opportunity. So for those in the creative field or want to be or want to go into the creative field, I feel like the timing of right now in your life, pie tree, is a perfect time to start that, because the Ace of Cups talk about the explanation for this deck, talk about root of power. I feel like no matter what your situation right now, but your energy right now, pie tree, is very powerful, as in you are in your power, and the timing is perfect to create space for your dream life, either like your perfect career that you want to go into, or if it's not in the job sector, make space for new love, make space for relationship that you have been manifesting, pie tree. And I feel like it's that kind of scenario, pie tree. I'm getting this kind of energy, like this scenario of like someone been dreaming about wanting to do something, like, oh, it's my dream life to start a business, or to go into that career, or to launch that products, or join that course, or opening that course. I feel like whatever your situation right now, I feel like pie tree, this moment is the time for that. And I guess I feel like maybe you also know that. I feel like maybe you already prepared for that, as in you've been preparing for this moment, preparing for this time. It's reminding me of this energy of working a conventional job, like just to save so that you can invest that money and start your own business. It's this kind of energy. And I feel like with the Ace of Cups, it's energy of, yeah, we have enough saving to start our business. It's like that, but it doesn't have to be the exact same thing as the example, but whatever it is, I'm just keep getting that it's time for you to make the space for that plan, that dream that you have been planning. You could even say planning about, I don't know what it is, but I feel like this thing is you actually prepare, like you already have the foundation, as in like you already, if it's a business, you already like know what kind of business do you want to start. You already write the plan, you already have the saving, you already have the products. It's just a matter of like fully stepping into that role, or fully officially start that what you've been preparing. And your spirit team just want you to have hope, to believe in your plan, to believe in this, you could even say, miracle or this opportunity that you're create for yourself. Be proud of the space, making me think of like you're making a space for the thing you love, for the life you want. Another example would be like, just a normal example is like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber, a vlogger. So no matter like what my situation in my life is, I have to make time and space to film a video and upload it. Like schedule time, make space for that. It's like that. So your spirit guide is encouraged you at this time. It's like the perfect time or the perfect opportunity for you, Patrick, to make space for what you really want to do. And what you want to do is, I feel like it's something that fulfill your soul. It's something that make you feel connected to the divine. It's something that you won't mind doing. It's always been a dream of yours. And sorry, I'm just getting so many examples. One more example is like, if you're a writer and you've been writing a book, you've been writing for like years and years, and I feel like now is the time you're gonna like actively looking to publish your book. You can self-publish, you can pitch it to editor or publishing house. It's like that. It's like the time is like you have the manuscript ready. This is the time where you show yourself, show your work, show what you've been, you could even say secretly preparing, show what you've been secretly planning. It's time to let the world witness what you've been working on, or witness who you are, who you really are. Like if you have been working on yourself, it's time to let the world see that. Yeah, see this new version of you. This new version of you can be many, you could even say like wear a lot of hats, if you know what I mean. Like could be many identity, like a business person, a writer, an entrepreneur, a YouTuber, a vlogger. Yeah, this new version of you is, it's literally new, because it's like in the past you might not identify with this kind of label. Like, no, I'm not a business person, no, I'm not an entrepreneur, no, I'm not a writer, I'm just a normal person. But I feel like this time in your life, whatever your situation is, your spirit guide is encouraged you to step into that new role, that new version, that new identity that you have been cultivating. Pi tree for the past, I want to say 1 to 5, like either 1 or 5 years, between 1 and 5 years. And yeah, space be number 5 making me think of big change as well, as in it is a big change, big transformation to step into a role that you've never been. But I feel like your spirit team want to tell you there's nothing to worry about, because whoever you're stepping into, it's you could even say it's more that role, that identity is more you than you ever been. It feel like you, who you really are, more than whatever role you have been playing. Because I feel like what you've been doing, Patrick, is cultivating and healing and getting to know yourself on such a deep level that now you actually connected to yourself more, to know what you actually want to do and who you really are. So it's making me think of big change with number 5 space. It's going to be a big change. It's going to be like I mentioned, a shift in your routine, or literally not just a shift, like a 180 in your routine. Like that example that I get, it's like if you are transitioning from a conventional worker, like a conventional job, into a self-employed to start your own business, of course your whole routine will literally do a 180 and shift, and literally like different day-to-day routine. It's gonna be like that. But I believe it's not a divine intervention. I think it's up to you, Patri. I think it's gonna be your call. I think it's gonna be your like decision, and I feel like your spirit team is actually encourage you to do the transition slowly if you want. It's literally up to you, your own pace, because making space is making me think of slowly incorporate a new routine to accommodate the new version of you that you're stepping into. And I feel like it's not something that's unexpected. It's something that you've been, like I mentioned, preparing, been like, if you haven't been actively preparing, it could be like you have an inner knowing that some version of you is coming out inside of you, and you have to accommodate that version of you by making arrangement in your, maybe in your day-to-day routine, in your mindset, in your schedule. Yeah, just that example again of the YouTuber example is like, make room, make space, make time to film and post because you want to create a channel, so you have to do that. It's like, it's very logical. It's like that whatever it is something that you are passionate about, something that you want to do, something that you could even say waiting for to step forward into. And your spirit team just want to tell you that you have nothing to worry about, because it's like you've been preparing, and whatever new step you're stepping into, it's like natural. It's part of you. It's who you are now. So it's like it's very natural. It's like you will fit that new role naturally. And they would want you to be receptive to this new opportunity and this new version of you. Like I'm hearing open arm to receive this new life. So yeah, it feel refreshing. I feel like if you've been feeling bored or like kind of, what do you call that, kind of like mid about your life for the past months, it's gonna be slowly your life will be taking a different shape, because it's like it's you, Pi Tree, that's gonna like sprinkle different new, you could even say routine, new activity, new mindset into your life, that gonna spice up your life and make it a little bit more slowly refreshing. And I feel like this new beginning, in 1 year you will look back at this time and you will be so shocked at how different it is, because it's like it feel like you have been the same for so long, but then this moment feel like the differences is slowly coming in. It can start small, like I mentioned, change your routine, or small as in you might start dressing differently. You might be the type of person who always go for like your red bag. It's like your to-go bag, but then maybe today you want to change your red bag that you've been using for 5 years into this new blue bag that you never use because you think it's too nice to use, but you're gonna use it because it's like it feel more fitted or feel more natural for this new version of you that you're stepping into. So I feel like there's nothing to be worried about or scared about. You are stepping into your power. You are actually stepping into who you always been more fully, and you're making space for your full power, for your full for who you are. It's like maybe in the past by dream you might have hidden some part of you away, or it's not deliberately. It's like that example. It's like if you are a writer, maybe by hidden, maybe by you might not like broadcast that you're a writer, or you might not tell your friend that you're writing a book. It might be just your secret hobby and you're just doing it for fun and no one know about it. You're just writing by yourself for fun. But I feel like in this new chapter, like I mentioned, it's like time to let the world know what you've been doing and show the world the other side of you that you haven't been that vocal about. Like that example, writer. Now you're gonna really showcase, maybe even, like I said, showing the world what you've been working on or what you've been planning. So it's very exciting. Your spirit team is very excited for you by 3, and they're again, they want to tell you there's nothing to worry about. And if you worry if there's something gonna go wrong, there's nothing gonna go wrong, because it's like flower blooming. I keep giving this example, but it's true. It's like there's nothing gonna be wrong or go wrong with a flower blooming. It's like naturally the flower just bloom. You cannot find faults, or you cannot find anything wrong with that, or nothing can go wrong as the flower is blooming. It's like that analogy. So yeah, so pie 3. Next, I'm gonna give you an original poem written by me. This poem is number 66 and it's called The New Being. So this poem feels really fitted for your reading. So, the new being, it's your time. It's your turn to rise. You cannot mistaken the call from the divine. Unleash your cloak, unmask your energy, unearth your talent, create those chemistry between you and the source. Dance with the wind, the elements at your disposal. Grow flowers from within. Rain down on them like Pegasus from heaven. Carry that shield and that sword to protect. Carry that shield and that sword to protect you from ignorance. You are literally the magician. You can manipulate energy. For you, it's that easy. Remember who you truly are is the key. So I feel like you're beginning to remember like who you really are, or just I feel like you know who you are, Patri. You're just starting to apply it or make space for who you really are. Create your life in accordance to who you really are, or who you want to be. And congratulations, Pi 3. That's amazing. I feel like your spirit team just feel excited for you. And yeah, that's it, Pi 3. That was your situation and advice from your spirit team. I hope that is helpful in any way, and if it does, please don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe. And if you like my original poetry, you can follow my Instagram below as well for more original poetry from me. And yeah, that's it, Pi 3. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Bye bye. Hello, Pi 4, whoever chooses this washi tape. So today reading is going to be about your situation and advice from your spirit team on your situation. So I already shuffled the card. Your situation is represented by this Ace of Swords. And advice from the Dragon Oracle, number 7, effort, conquering your demons. And number 43, love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstand every situation. Okay, so Pi 4, I feel like your situation, you might be going through a hard time right now, specifically on your relationship, either with people around you or within yourself, like relationship with yourself, relationship with your self-worth. But I feel like you're coming out at the tail end of that. If it was hard lately, I would say mentally hard lately, dealing with people or even your own thoughts, I feel like good news, pie 4, you're coming out of that and you will be Ace of Swords, talk about clarity, talk about mental clarity. You will be given a clarity soon. I feel like even this reading could be a sign that your mental health is getting better. I feel like the cloud is parting, and I feel like you will feel less foggy, less, you could even say blinded. You might even feel less reactive and have more control through your emotion and your thoughts. I feel like big kiss as advice for you, pie 4, to help elevate some of the mental anguish is meditation, or just write diary, write journal, write your thoughts out, even speak it out, because I feel like thoughts are just want to be acknowledged, and since we acknowledge them, they have no power over us. So advice for you got 2 number 7, 43, 4 and 3 at is number 7, so 7 might be significant to you by 4. And effort conquering your demons, yeah, like I mentioned, your demons, everyone have a inner darkness or demon within ourselves, and I feel like by 4 I want to acknowledge that your inner demon has been especially relentless for a while. It's like you couldn't catch a break. It's like there's just so many things to think about that doesn't leave you room to rest. But I feel like you work so hard to, you could even say, not listen to your demon. You work so hard to befriend it. You work so hard to let negative thoughts just pass through you. That word intrusive thought is just let them pass through you, and we don't have to identify with any of it, because thoughts are so random sometimes. And yeah, you've been enjoying your belief, as in your faith. You might have been through such a hard time that you might doubt it would get better, or like your faith in the divine or in life has been questioned, and you might think like, is this what it's always going to be like? Is this how it's always going to feel like? Like you might have lose your faith at one point while you were battling with your demon, and I feel like that's part of the journey by 4. It's like a circle. We lose our faith, but then we find it again. It's just round and round we go. And I feel like, but in order to find it again, you have to continue and hold on and don't give up. And I feel like that's what you did by 4. You continue to hold on to hope and light, and trying to see the brighter side to things, instead of focusing on the darkness and what's wrong or what didn't work out, or all the walls that come up, or like all the solution that you can't find. Like there's just so many, this is giving me like hopeless, powerlessness vibe. But I feel like it feels like a new dawn. I feel like you fight hard not to succumb to that kind of energy. You have did a great job to hold on and trying to find the light in the darkness, trying to find clarity, because I feel like you're a very strong-willed person by 4. It's so hard to make you feel down, but when you do feel down, it must have been a lot. It must have been so hard for you. So you don't have to feel bad that you weren't like functioning the best, or your mental health weren't the best, or like you need time. You don't ever feel bad to take a mental health break or to isolate yourself, like to one time for yourself. Like, don't ever feel bad for that, because I feel like what you are going through, whatever you went through, it took out a lot of you. You used up a lot of your power to come back from it. And I just want to say that I feel like the rough part is over. I feel like the storm is done. You are coming out of the storm. I feel like your spirit team just want to assure you that you are coming out of the hard time, because you have endured well. You didn't let it drag on. It's about mindset shift with the Ace of Swords. It's like you decided to not make it harder for yourself. You decided to believe in the better, in the new dawn. You decided to believe in, like, every problem have a solution. And you decided to shift your mindset to be like, everything will be okay. And if it's not okay yet, it will be. It always will be. And that's mindset shift that you try to, or you have been cultivating, will really, really change the journey for you into ones that empowering. This is giving me up like victim mentality, but I feel like you shifted that. If you have a tendency to fall into victim mentality, I feel like you might work so hard cultivating a mental shift into more of empowering. In little thing, it's like believing in, instead of believing in the worst in the situation, why don't I try to see the bright side? Is that the word silver lining come to mind? Yeah, it's like, even though this happened, I got this out of it. And it's not like invalidating the experience or disregarding hard time either, but it's like balancing out. If we just always focusing on the negative, it might consume us sometime, that we might not be able to see the positive in this situation. But I feel like you work so hard to cultivate yourself and train your mind to always see the balancing in every situation, pay for. And that's amazing, because it's like every situation is not black or white. It's always going to be black and white. It's always going to be, every situation have both good and bad in them, balance, always pro and con. I always do this as well. Every situation I go through, there's always going to be a pro and a con in everything. Nothing is all pro and nothing is all con. It's like every situation is always a balance, and it's all depend on how you perceive it. And you've been trying to perceiving your situation in a more light side, more hopeful side, more like believing in the better. And your spirit team want to say they are so proud of you for doing that. Your mindset shift will change how your journey will perceive, because it's like this example, even if someone life is seem to be going great and they have everything that's working out for them, but if that person mental health and mental capacity is not focusing on the positive or what's going right for them, then this situation doesn't matter if the person is not focusing on what's going right for them. So yeah, it's like that kind of scenario, but I feel like you're training yourself to actually focusing on what's going right for you, what you want to focus on instead, that make you feel better, that make you feel good, that make you feel rejuvenating. It's like acknowledging all the things that going right for you, like simple thing, like my health is is functional. For example, the sky, the weather is good today. Like, you're doing a good job by acknowledging these small things because they do count, and your spirit team is so proud of you for trying so hard to flip the script. Like, no matter what your life story is, it's not that quote come to mind. It's not what happened to you, it's who you are, and as well as how you perceive everything. You're taking your power back, Pivo, from a situation that's been, not gonna lie, testing you and draining you, whether that is with relationship or just your dark night of the soul. It's like you're not gonna be a victim to circumstance that really pressing you to, that's been taking all your power. You're literally gonna flip the script and gonna take your power back, and your spirit team is very proud of you. They want to tell you to keep going because you are strong. And I feel like strong, the word strong is not in like conventional sense. I feel like your spirit team means strong as in you don't give up, and you hold on to hope and the light. That's kind of definition of strong from your spirit team. So yeah, keep going. Pi 4, you're actually doing amazing. If you have, like, specifically have a little bit problem with your mental health, it's getting better soon. As you train your mind, it's going to be easier and easier for you to see solution rather than problems. Yeah, and yeah. Pi 4, I'm going to give you an original poetry written by me. This one is number 24, and it's called Turn It Around. So, turn it around. You have the ability. Trust it, you do. Turn negative into positive. If that is too much, turn it neutral. Nothing is against you. It is all a projection, or your bias assumption, as well as misplaced subjection. In the grand schemes of things, you are fine. You are doing all right. Maybe you expect too much. Maybe you were expecting fireworks and parade to indicate victory, but small wins count. The fact that you are here today is proof enough for you to see. Yeah, you're turning it around. Pi 4, starting by your mind, your belief system, how you perceive things, how you look at things. I feel like looking at things differently from negative to positive will hugely change your journey for the better, and you're doing that. So proud of you, Pi 4. And yeah, that was my original poetry, and I hope this reading is helpful in any way. If it does, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And if you like my original poetry, please don't forget to check it out in my Instagram below. And yeah, that's it, Pi 4. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Keep going, Pi 4. Don't give up, because you are amazing. Bye bye.